Hey guys, it's Tom with another vlog powered by MD USA and the Strength Agenda. Question today comes from James. Sorry, I gotta move the camera real quick so I can see the question. James 94621. James's question is pretty much asking, he's got a very busy schedule. He is in his final teaching internship and he wants to make sure he's able to train well. So he wanted to know if I had any tips and stuff on terms of eating well or eating enough while having a very busy schedule. James, you are in luck. I can relate to what you were talking about 100%. Before I was a weightlifter, I was a teacher. I went through, in college I was studying to be a physical education teacher. And so, I went through, the teaching internships, the student teaching, and then I taught for a year and a half before I moved out to California. So I totally understand what you're talking about with, being on a time crunch and wanting to make sure you eat enough. I have two pieces of advice for you. The first one is to take advantage of any downtime you have. I understand and I realize that as a teacher, things are going to happen, things are going to come up. A kid's going to get sick in class and you got to take them to the nurse, or it might take a little longer because you got to sit there with the kid, or principal might want to have a meeting with you, or a parent might want to has called you, wants to talk to you, or something like that, or you got to take care of something real quick on the computer. I understand things come up, so take advantage of any downtime you have to eat. That's first and foremost, because you never know when you're going to have another chance, and you don't want to skip meals or go by the seat of your pants, because then you're going to have to rely on fast food, and you don't want to have to rely on fast food for a majority of your meals. It's just not good. Relying on good clean sources of food, getting all your nutrients and stuff, and take advantage of any downtime you have. The second piece of advice I have is plan ahead. It got to the point where I was having a hard time. I was wasting too much time in the morning, preparing everything for the day. So what I would do is I would spend a couple hours on Sunday and I would cook up all my food for the week. A lot of people do this. I think it's a really good tip and idea. Cook everything up on Sunday, and then I'd put it in Pyrex or Tupperware containers, and then I'd stick it in the fridge. And I'd have enough for the week. Usually I'd make like 2 meals per day, so 10 meals total. And I'd take them with me, usually because I would eat breakfast at my house, and then usually it was lunch and then like another meal, and I would get home around 7, 8 o'clock at night, and then I would have dinner of whatever was prepared for me. So like I said, I'd make 2 meals, take them with me, have them. They were easy. They were easy to get to. Obviously they're in a little Tupperware container. I had a microwave in the teacher's lounge, but sometimes I never got a chance to go down there and use it, so it was something that I also wouldn't mind eating cold, so keep that in mind too. But that worked really well for me. I usually had about a 5-minute break after my first couple classes, and I would sit there and eat, and then after school was over, I would sit down again and have my other meal, and then go on to whatever I do, whether it was to another job or if I was going to the gym. Sometimes I'd go to the gym before class, sometimes I'd go after, it just depended on what my schedule allowed. So those are my two big pieces of advice. I think those will help you the most. The third thing, which I would hate to rely on this, I shouldn't say hate, but I just prefer real food. I don't like to have to rely on supplements for a majority of your nutrition, but sometimes you just need to. Sometimes you just don't have any time at all to sit down. You need something that you can do on the go, so I suggest protein shakes, not weight gainers. I'm not a fan of weight gainers, but protein shakes. Try to find one with not a lot of fillers. That's a really big thing. Some of these ones that they sell at your Target, your CVS, Walmart, whatever, they have a lot of fillers in them, and you have to use a lot of the product to actually feel full. Ones that have no garbage, no fillers, no nothing like that, or just straight protein powder, I think are the best. So the two brands that I use the most, the one I use the most is Heavy Athletics Nutrition. Theirs is really convenient. It comes in a little pouch, 2-pound bag, whatever, and the scooper's in there and everything. That is very convenient. It's a lot easier than carrying a tub around. I put that in my gym bag, take it with me everywhere I go. So if I'm hungry and I know I'm not, and I really don't want to have to get fast food or something like that, I don't like to spend money, so I really prefer not to go out and get fast food. If I can just throw a scoop of that in my shaker and take a protein shake real quick, I'll be good to go. That mixes really good with water too, which is a plus, because I know some people just don't like to take protein shakes with water because they taste like crap. That is not the case with Heavy Athletics stuff. Mixes really well with water, so try that out. Go online, check out heavyathleticsnutrition.com. Their product's real good. Another good one though that I like to do or that I use sometimes is Controlled Labs. They have 2 flavors, vanilla cake batter, chocolate cake batter. Amazing. I can pretty much eat those out of the jar without any liquid in there, which is kind of disgusting, but that's just how good they are. So, but those also mix really well with water too, which, some people, like I said, some people don't like to take protein shakes with water, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do. So those are the two that I take. The Heavy Athletics Nutrition comes in 3 flavors. It's vanilla, chocolate, strawberry. I currently have the strawberry, and that's my favorite so far. I like that one the best. With the Controlled Labs, I like the vanilla cake batter better than the chocolate cake batter, just my preference. But like I said, the Controlled Labs comes in a tub, which is hard to carry around, so sometimes I'll just scoop that out. If I'm out of my Heavy Athletics, I'll scoop that and put that in a little baggie, little Ziploc baggies, put those in my gym bag, and carry those around with me. Otherwise, I usually have a bag of the Heavy Athletics Nutrition in my gym bag, and it works great. But like I said, I prefer real food before I have to rely on those, but sometimes you just need to take a protein shake. So hopefully those help for you. If you have any other questions, comment down below in the video or in the comment section. Ask a question. I will do my best to answer it. I'm going to try and do 2 of these a week. Hopefully this helps you out, James. And if you have any other questions, feel free to contact me, all right? Take care.